Report to the Grand Galactic Council. Filed by Senior Diplomat Krazax. Subject: first contact disaster with species 3742b humans. Priority urgent. Classification extremely embarrassing. Let me begin by saying that I, Senior Diplomat Krazax of the Zentaran Empire, have never been more confused, amused, and terrified in my entire 300-cycle career. The humans, they are not what we expected. Not at all. When our fleet arrived in their solar system, we followed Standard Protocol 7249A for primitive civilizations establish dominance, deliver ultimatum, accept surrender. Simple, right? Wrong. I transmitted our demands directly to their global communication network: surrender your planet or face annihilation from our superior forces. The response should have been panic, terror, maybe some crying. Instead, their primary representative, a woman named Amanda Pierce, looked at our holographic projection and laughed. She actually laughed. "Oh, honey," she said, wiping tears from her eyes, "you really didn't do your homework, did you?" I must note here that I am not anyone's honey, and I certainly had done my homework. We had observed their civilization for at least 3 solar cycles. They still used combustion engines, for galaxy's sake. Their primary entertainment involved watching moving pictures of themselves pretending to do things. They spent hours arguing about whether circular flour-based food items should have fruit on them. But I maintained my diplomatic composure. "You dare mock the mighty Zentaran Empire," I demanded. "Our fleet of 10,000 ships surrounds your planet." Commander Rebecca Martinez of their defense forces joined the call. She was drinking something, they called it coffee, and simply said, "Cool story, bro. I later learned this was not, in fact, a compliment about my narrative skills." I escalated the threat level. "We will rain fire upon your cities. Our quantum cannons will reduce your civilization to ash." "Yeah, about that," Admiral James Thompson chimed in, casually tossing something called a stress ball between his hands. "Quick question, did any of your scout ships make it back from the dark side of Mars last week?" That was concerning. We had lost contact with 3 scout vessels in that sector, but surely these primitives couldn't have. Or maybe General Sarah Patel added, "You'd like to explain what happened to your cloaked surveillance satellites? All 27 of them." 28, actually, but I wasn't about to correct her. The humans then did something unprecedented. They offered us tea. "Look," Amanda Pierce said, "we really don't want any trouble. Why don't we discuss this like civilized beings? We make excellent Earl Grey." I consulted my cultural database. Offering tea apparently wasn't a surrender gesture, it was just something they did. These humans faced total annihilation, and their response was to suggest a beverage break. "Your primitive weapons are no match for our technology," I declared, trying to regain control of the conversation. Admiral Thompson sighed. "Okay, look up at your ship's long-range sensors, specifically at coordinates 227 by 394 by 155. I did. And there, hidden in a fold of space-time we hadn't even detected, was I need a moment to compose myself. Report paused. Diplomat requiring calming substances. Report resumed. The humans had a fleet. A real fleet. Not the handful of chemical rockets we'd observed, but ships that could rival our own. They'd been there the whole time, concealed with technology we thought impossible for their development level. "Here's the thing," Amanda Pierce said, still smiling. "We're really quite peaceful nowadays. Had to be, given our history. But honey again with the honey, if you want to learn why we had to become peaceful, keep pushing. We'll be happy to demonstrate. I am officially recommending immediate withdrawal from the Sol system and a formal apology to the humans. Also, I request immediate retirement and perhaps a nice quiet farming position on a distant moon." End report. Yes, they're still offering to share the tea. And honestly, I'm terrified to say no. Supplementary intelligence reports. Compiled by Fleet Commander Nar Tox. Subject: ongoing human observation. Status: deeply concerning. Report 1: civilian response analysis. Time: 48 hours post-ultimatum. Something is wrong. Terribly wrong. According to every invasion manual ever written, civilians should be panicking. There should be mass hysteria, looting, dramatic declarations of love, and at least 3 attempts to appease us with sacrificial offerings. Instead, they're having parties. Parties. Our surveillance drones recorded multiple gatherings called end-of-the-world barbecues, one human location. Designated Australia seems particularly festive. They're actually placing bets on which of our ships will disappear next. The humans have created something called alien invasion bingo cards. Items include dramatic speech about human potential ships mysteriously malfunction and aliens underestimate humanity. I'm not sure what disturbs me more, their accuracy or the fact that someone already yelled bingo. Report 2 military installation monitoring. Time 72 hours post-ultimatum. Our attempts to observe their military bases have proven problematic. Scout ship Delta 7 reported approaching a facility in a region called Nevada before transmitting, "Wait, since when can mountains move?" Ocean transmission. Scout ships Delta 8 through Delta 15 were sent to investigate. None returned. The humans sent us a fruit basket with a note saying, "Better luck next time, the fruits were delicious," which somehow makes this worse. Report 3 orbital surveillance update. Time 96 hours post-ultimatum. We've lost contact with 73% of our cloaked satellites. The remaining 27% keep picking up transmissions of something called Independence Day being broadcast on all frequencies. It appears to be some form of historical documentation about a previous alien invasion. The humans seem to find it hilarious. Our top analysts are deeply troubled by how many humans have started quoting this document, particularly the phrase "Welcome to Earth" before our equipment mysteriously fails. Report 4 human military analysis. Time 120 hours post-ultimatum. Priority extreme. High Command, I regret to inform you that we've grossly misinterpreted human military capabilities. Our initial assessment was based on their visible armed forces, aircraft carriers, nuclear weapons, and conventional armies. We thought we understood their warfare. We were wrong, so very wrong. Today, we detected quantum fluctuations from a supposedly abandoned shopping mall. A shopping mall. When we sent drones to investigate, they found only a kid playing something called video games. The kid waved at our cameras. The quantum readings disappeared. Human social media platforms are filled with military personnel posting what they call memes. One particularly viral image shows our fleet with the caption, "Look at all these new target practice drones." Their soldiers aren't afraid, they're excited. Report 5 psychological warfare assessment. Time 144 hours post-ultimatum. Status help. The humans have started naming our ships. Not threatening names, cute ones. Battlecruiser Alpha is now Fluffy. Our planet killer Dreadnought is Bodie McBoatface. Morale is plummeting as crew members keep receiving personalized gift baskets addressed to their vessel's new designations. Admiral Pierce sends daily morning greetings to our fleet. Today's message: hope everyone remembered their sunscreen. Solar flares can be so unpredictable this time of year. 3 ships lost power immediately afterward. Report 6 final assessment. Time 168 hours post-ultimatum. Classification burn after reading. High Command, I must be blunt. We're not the first alien civilization to discover Earth. We're just the first to be stupid enough to threaten them openly. Evidence suggests humans have been quietly dealing with extraterrestrial contact for centuries. They weren't developing their technology, they were hiding it. Their casual response to our presence isn't confidence, it's experience. That primitive space station they have, it's a decoy. Those basic satellites, camouflage. That simple lunar base, well, we can't actually find it anymore, which is concerning since we saw it last week. Final recommendation: retreat immediately. P.S. Admiral Pierce just sent another message before you guys leave. Would you like to sign up for our quarterly newsletter? We're having a special on joint military exercises next month. I've already signed us up. I'm too scared not to. End reports. Addendum: the fruit basket count is now at 147. The humans have started including recipe cards. Emergency combat log. Recorded by Supreme Battle Commander Vrax Tun. Subject: Operation Earth submission. Status: catastrophic failure. Timestamp 0600 Earth Standard Time. Location high orbit, planet Earth. The attack began exactly as planned. 10,000 ships, arranged in perfect formation, preparing to demonstrate our overwhelming might. I gave the order with complete confidence, launch the first wave. 500 plasma cruisers descended through Earth's atmosphere. Our sensors detected no response from planetary defenses. The humans appeared to be sleeping. Victory would be simple, I thought. I was a fool. Timestamp 0615 Est. The first sign something was wrong came when Captain Yix Tao reported strange readings from the Pacific Ocean. Sir, he said, the water, it's not exactly water. Before I could demand clarification, a massive section of the ocean stood up. Yes, you read that correctly. The ocean stood up. What we thought was water was an enormous camouflage system hiding underwater facilities. Massive platforms rose from the depths, bristling with weapons we'd never seen before. "Oh good," came Admiral Pierce's cheerful voice over our comm systems. "You're just in time for morning exercises." Timestamp 0630 Est. The second wave never made it past the moon. We're still not sure what happened, but preliminary reports suggest the moon's craters are not, in fact, natural formations. They opened. Every single one of them opened. Lieutenant Kex, NOR's last transmission, the craters are launching ships. How long have they wait? Is that a Starbucks logo on that battlecruiser? Timestamp 0645 Est. The humans have ships hidden inside their planet. They burst from supposedly dormant volcanoes, hidden mountain bases, and even what we thought were regular office buildings. One particularly massive vessel emerged from beneath something called a Walmart supercenter. Our fleet's formation broke completely when their vessels demonstrated something our scientists had deemed impossible. They could apparently fold space without creating any detectable energy signature. They simply appeared inside our defensive lines, usually accompanied by their crews playing something called music. Timestamp 0700 Est. The humans are using weapons that defy our understanding of physics. They've somehow weaponized their entertainment technology. Our ships are being disabled by what they call sick beats and bass drops. Admiral Pierce sent another message. "Hey folks, hope you're enjoying our welcome party. Don't worry about the light show, those are just our level 1 defensive systems. We really don't want to have to break out the fun stuff." That was level 1. Timestamp 0715 Est. We've lost contact with the entire third wave. According to the last transmissions, they were defeated by something the humans call Space Force. Our intelligence indicated this was a joke organization. It wasn't a joke. The humans are now broadcasting tactical orders using something called memes. We can intercept the transmissions, but can't understand them. Our cultural analysts are crying. Timestamp 0730 Est. The humans have deployed their ground forces, though ground seems an inadequate term when their soldiers can apparently phase through solid matter. They're using powered armor that makes our best combat suits look like children's toys. A human squad just breached our flagship's bridge defenses by ordering pizza delivery. The delivery person walked straight through our shields. They're in our command center now, sharing slices with captured crew members and explaining proper pizza etiquette. Timestamp 0745 Est. I must document the most terrifying discovery of all. Remember those video games we observed? They weren't entertainment, they were training simulations. Every teenager who spent hours playing games was actually learning advanced combat tactics. The human soldiers are coordinating their attacks using techniques from something called Minecraft, and among us we never stood a chance. Timestamp 0800 Est. Admiral Pierce is calling again. She's asking if we'd like to surrender now, or, and I quote, wait until after breakfast when our actual military shows up. This wasn't their actual military. Timestamp 0815 Est. I am officially declaring Operation Earth Submission a complete failure. The humans have demonstrated technological superiority beyond our comprehension. Their casual attitude wasn't arrogance, it was legitimate confidence. We've lost 60% of our fleet. Another 25% have been transformed into what the humans call party boats, complete with water slides and buffet services. The remaining 15% are currently being taught something called the electric slide by human boarding parties. Final note, I've just received word that the humans have established a peace and cultural exchange program. They're offering flying lessons, advanced technology workshops, and something called movie nights. I'm signing us up for everything. I've seen what happens to those who don't accept their friendship. Never again. Never again. End combat log. Yes. The pizza was actually quite good. They call it Hawaiian style, though Admiral Pierce assures me this continues to be controversial among their people. Multiple priority alerts from various command centers to Zentaran High Command. Subject: everything is going wrong. Emergency transmission Orbital Defense Station 7. Status: under attack. Time 0900 Est. They're not just counterattacking. They're showing off. The humans have ships that shouldn't exist. Our sensors indicate they're powered by this can't be right. They're powered by contained stars. The human vessels are splitting into smaller ships, which split into even smaller ships. It's like watching a military parade choreographed by a mad genius. Their fleet formations spell out words in space. Currently, they're maintaining a perfect LOL pattern while destroying our defense platforms. Urgent report: Deep Space Monitor Station 12. Status: about to be overrun. Time 0915 Est. The humans have weaponized their social media. They're launching attacks through something called Twitter threads and TikTok challenges. Our AI systems are being overwhelmed by what they call dank memes. Their cyber warfare specialists are teenagers. One of them just hacked our main battle computer using something called a gaming keyboard while drinking something called a Mountain Dew. Battlefield update: Ground Forces Commander Yaxtal. Status: retreating. Time 0930 Est. You don't understand. Their weapons are impossible. They have handheld devices that can fold space. Their standard issue rifles shoot miniature black holes. A human soldier just walked through our strongest energy shield while texting on their phone. When we asked how, they said, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the shield. My bad." They can ignore laws of physics by not believing in them. Strategic Analysis Science Division. Status: having existential crisis. Time 0945 Est. We've detected human military bases in dimensions we didn't know existed. They're using parallel universes as parking lots. Their ships are equipped with something called quantum meme drives that our scientists think might be powered by collective human imagination. They've weaponized their entertainment industry. Those superhero movies weren't fiction, they were documentaries. Their soldiers are using fighting techniques from something called anime. It shouldn't work. Why does it work? Medical Bay Report: Chief Physician Lex, Nor. Status: overwhelmed. In time 1000 Est. The humans are using healing technology that borders on magic. They're treating our wounded with devices reverse engineered from something called Star Trek. Their medical ships look like regular hospitals, but can travel through time. They've deployed what they call combat medics who can heal injuries by making terrible jokes they call puns. The worse the pun, the better the healing. This defies all medical science. Engineering Corps update: Chief Engineer Toxvan. Status: hysterical. Time 1015 Est. Their engineering capabilities are beyond comprehension. They've built machines that build machines that build better machines. Their repair systems are fully automated and powered by something they call spite. They turned one of our destroyers into a coffee shop with a drive-through window in space. The menu has better options than most planetary establishments. Fleet Admiral's personal log. Status: accepting reality. Time 1030 Est. The humans have revealed their true military might, and we were catastrophically wrong about everything. Their regular military forces were just a facade. Their real army has technology that makes our most advanced systems look like children's toys. They have ships that use emotions as fuel, weapons powered by mathematical theories, shields made of concentrated sarcasm. Their tactical officers are using advanced probability manipulation based on something called Murphy's Law. Every time we think we understand their capabilities, they reveal something new. They're not just beating us, they're teaching us. Their battlefields have designated learning areas. They're giving our troops tutorials on advanced combat techniques while fighting them. High Command Emergency Broadcast. Status: total defeat imminent. Time 1100 est. This is a complete list of human military capabilities we've confirmed in the last 2 hours. 1. Time manipulation technology disguised as wristwatches. 2. Quantum teleportation systems hidden in public transportation. 3. AI networks that run on coffee and compliments. 4. Warships that can transform into shopping malls. 5. Weapons that reorganize matter using pure mathematics. 6. Soldiers who can hack reality using smartphone apps. 7. Defense systems powered by collective human stubbornness. 8. Medical technology that can cure death, they call it a respawn point. 9. Engineers who break physics for fun. 10. Something called space Wi-Fi that they claim just works. Their counterattack isn't just defeating us, it's renovating us. They're upgrading our ships while capturing them. Our troops are surrendering just to attend their technical seminars. Admiral Pierce sent another message: hope everyone's enjoying the demonstration. This is just our peacetime gear, we haven't even opened our actual military storage units yet. There's more. Final note: a human child just patted me on the head and said, "Don't worry, space friend. We'll teach you how to do cool stuff too." I'm not sure what's more terrifying, the fact that they can do all this, or how excited they are to share it. End of transmissions. EPS. They're now offering advanced technology classes. Early registration gets a free t-shirt and something called a fidget spinner. I've already signed up our entire remaining fleet. Classified research document. From Zentoran Military History Division. Subject: human warfare analysis. Note: please stop reading if you want to sleep again. Introduction. Following our devastating losses, High Command ordered a comprehensive analysis of human military history. We expected to find primitive warfare evolving into their current capabilities. What we found has left our entire research team requesting immediate retirement and therapy. Historical analysis report by Chief Researcher Max Toole. Day 1 of research. Started with basic historical documents. Discovered humans have been fighting each other for their entire recorded history. This seemed normal until we realized they turned everything into a weapon. They weaponized pointy sticks, rocks, processed tree bark, heated sand, and even fermented grain. They created weapons by accident. One researcher discovered something called hot sauce was originally meant to be a food ingredient. The humans turned it into a riot control substance. Day 3 of research. Investigated human medieval warfare. Found they strapped metal to horses and ran them into battle. When asked about this, Admiral Pierce said, "Oh yeah, that was before we figured out tanks. Good times." Before they figured out tanks, they were already terrifying with horses. They invented specialized weapons for every possible combat scenario. They had swords for fighting on boats, swords for fighting on horseback, swords for fighting other swords. Day 5 of research. Examined their world wars. The research team needed 3 breaks and stress counseling. These humans fought globally, twice, before they even had proper space travel. They turned their entire planetary economy into a war machine in days. We found documents about something called military innovation under pressure. Humans would solve impossible problems just because someone said they couldn't. They built underwater ships, flying war machines, and communication networks just because they were angry. Day 7 of research. Discovered their Cold War period. The humans pointed planet-destroying weapons at themselves for decades for practice. They weren't even fighting. They called it deterrence and maintaining peace through mutual assured destruction. Note: 3 researchers quit after learning about human nuclear submarines. The idea of underwater stealth ships carrying civilization-ending weapons was too much for them. Day 10 of research. Started analyzing modern warfare. Discovered humans had been intentionally using outdated technology in recent conflicts. When asked why, General Patel laughed and said, Budget meetings are easier when potential enemies think you're behind the times. Their actual military technology advancement wasn't linear, it was exponential. Every time they faced a new problem, they solved it in 12 different ways, then combined all solutions into something even more effective. Day 12 of research. Found their military training documentation. They teach their soldiers to fight in every possible environment underwater, in space, in zero gravity, in alternate dimensions. Their standard training includes scenarios we thought were scientifically impossible. They have detailed battle plans for scenarios that haven't even happened yet. Found files marked Alien Invasion Response Basic, Alien Invasion Response Intermediate, and Alien Invasion Response just showing off. We apparently triggered the third one. Day 15 of research. Uncovered their classified weapons development. They've been hiding their advanced technology in plain sight. Their entertainment media, movies, games, books all contain pieces of real military technology disguised as fiction. That space folding technology they used against us? Tested in something called Portal, those reality-bending weapons. Prototyped in Half-Life, their quantum communication system? Inspired by Star Trek. Day 18 of research. Most terrifying discovery yet they've been holding back. Found evidence of weapons systems that could have ended our invasion in seconds. When questioned, Admiral Pierce said, "Oh, those. We like to give everyone a sporting chance. Besides, the paperwork for the big guns is ridiculous." Their definition of peace isn't an absence of warfare capability, it's the discipline not to use it. They maintained global peace, not because they couldn't fight, but because they were too good at it. Final analysis. 1. Human military innovation. They turn anything into a weapon. They solve impossible problems for fun. They hide advanced technology in entertainment. They intentionally use outdated equipment to seem harmless. 2. Human combat philosophy. They train for scenarios that don't exist yet. They practice fighting themselves to stay sharp. They maintain peace through overwhelming capability. They treat war like a teaching opportunity. 3. Human psychology. They enjoy solving military problems creatively. They hide their true capabilities out of courtesy. They treat combat technology like a hobby. They get excited about sharing military knowledge. Conclusion. We didn't just underestimate their military capability, we fundamentally misunderstood their entire approach to warfare. They're not warriors who learned to be peaceful. They're peaceful beings who mastered warfare so completely that they treat it like an art form. Recommendation: never threaten humans again. Also, sign up for their military technology exchange program. Not because we need to understand them better, though we do, but because they get really excited about teaching others, and it's frankly terrifying to disappoint them. End report. P.S. Just discovered they have a whole division dedicated to fighting something called kaiju. When asked if giant monsters actually exist, Admiral Pierce winked and said, "Not anymore. What did they do?" Peace negotiation transcript. Location: International Space Station coffee shop. Formerly Zentaran Dreadnought Planet Killer 7. Time 1400 Est. Classified level: surprisingly casual. Present parties: Admiral Amanda Pierce, Earth Defense Force. General Sarah Patel, Combined Earth Military. Supreme Commander Vrax Tun Zentaran Empire. Senior Diplomat Krazak Zentaran Empire. Barry from Starbucks making excellent lattes. Admiral Pierce: so, shall we discuss terms? Anyone need a refill first? Note: 3 Zentaran officers immediately raised their hands. The human's coffee is dangerously addictive. Supreme Commander Vrax Tun, given our current situation, we are prepared to offer our complete and unconditional sir. Admiral Pierce: oh, stop that. We're not interested in surrender. Senior Diplomat Krazaks: but we attacked your planet. We threatened your species. We tried to destroy your Starbucks. Barry: yeah, that last one was a bit much, mate. General Patel: look, here's the thing. We've been doing this whole space warfare thing a lot longer than you think. You're actually the 7th species to try invading Earth this month. Prolonged silence as Zentaran officials process this information. Supreme Commander Vrax Ton 7 this month. Admiral Pierce. Yep, you're definitely in the top 3 though. Most creative use of battle formations we've seen in a while. Those geometric patterns were lovely. Senior Diplomat Krazax, but what happened to the other 6 species? General Patel, oh, they're fine. Most of them are attending our technology sharing seminars. 2 signed up for our cultural exchange program. 1 species is currently helping us redesign our public transport system. Turns out they're brilliant at infrastructure. Admiral Pierce, which brings us to our terms. We would like to offer the Zentaran Empire a friendship package. Confused murmuring from Zentaran officials. Supreme Commander Vrax Ton what? Admiral Pierce Standard Earth Friendship Package, Premium Edition. Includes technology exchange programs, cultural integration workshops, military training exercises, and a complimentary Earth Defense Force tote bag. General Patel, the tote bags are organic cotton. Very eco-friendly. Senior Diplomat Krazax, you want to help us. Admiral Pierce, of course. You've shown remarkable potential. Your quantum drive technology is fascinating, even if it's a bit outdated. Your tactical formations are creative, if predictable, and your ship designs are absolutely gorgeous. Barry, the coffee shop conversion was dead easy with those internal layouts. General Patel Plus, you've demonstrated something we value highly, the ability to admit when you're wrong and adapt quickly. Do you know how many species just keep attacking even after they realize they can't win? It's embarrassing for everyone. Supreme Commander Vrax Ton, but why? Why offer friendship after we attacked you? Admiral Pierce. Because that's what humanity does best. We turned warfare into an art form so we'd never have to use it seriously again. We became overwhelmingly powerful so we could afford to be kind. And we learned to make really good coffee so tense negotiations like this could be more civilized. Senior Diplomat Krazax, and if we accept. General Patel. Full technological and cultural exchange. You'll have access to our basic military technology training programs. Your scientists can attend our quantum mechanics workshops. Your civilians can participate in our entertainment networks. We'll even throw in a premium subscription to Netflix. Barry, and a loyalty card for the coffee shop. Buy 10 lattes, get 1 free. Supreme Commander Vrax Ton, and if we refuse. Admiral Pierce, then you leave in peace, though you'll miss out on the tote bag. We're not monsters. Well, we are, but we're friendly monsters who believe in second chances and proper coffee brewing techniques. 20 minutes of discussion among Zentaran officials. Senior Diplomat Krazax, we accept your terms, but I have one question. Those other species you mentioned, the ones who attacked before us, where are they now? Admiral Pierce, oh, they're all attending an interspecies paintball tournament in Australia next week. Would you like to sign up? It's excellent combat practice, and the after-party is fantastic. Supreme Commander Vrax Ton, you turned warfare into a sport. General Patel, well, we had to do something with all these weapons and tactical genius. Might as well have fun with it. Peace treaty signing ceremony. An official document states. The Zentaran Empire and Earth hereby agree to friendship, cooperation, and a solemn pact to never mention the invasion attempt at future interspecies barbecues. Also, Barry gets Employee of the Month. Final note from Senior Diplomat Krazax. We came to conquer a primitive world. Instead, we found teachers, friends, and seriously good coffee. The humans didn't just defeat us, they made us better. Though I still don't understand why they insist on putting tiny paper umbrellas in every diplomatic drink. Addendum from Admiral Pierce. Because the umbrellas are fun. Now, who's ready to learn about water balloon warfare? End transcript. Classified footnote: Earth has now successfully converted 100% of attempted invasions into cultural exchange programs. The Department of Defense has been renamed to Department of Making Friends through Superior Firepower.